Hey, Survivor fans, this is Chad again with your episode review of Survivor One World. This time it's episode 3. Like I promised, I got out sooner than I did last week, and I still apologize about that. And number 2, before I get this thing rolling, last week's review got a lot of positive reviews, and I want to appreciate everybody for their support. Now on to business. As usual, they do a recap of the last 2 episodes. That's not a new thing going on there. They start off with a massive storm rolling in, and Colton Crybaby and Jonas go and offer them shelter, and the women decline. And the women are miserable, especially Chelsea. And I have a new friend named Rob Buzzbooster, who's a big Survivor fan like me. I bet he would offer her the tarp. That's my mention to you, buddy. You mentioned that it would be better if I mentioned you, and there's your mention. But the women are completely miserable, and yeah, that kind of sucks. Because I'm mostly favoring the women's tribe. I'm also favoring a few of the guys on the guys' tribe, but unfortunately, one of the guys that I favored gets kicked out. I'll talk about that a little bit later. And then they go on to the reward challenge, and it's a memory kind of game, and it was kind of 2 things that came out of that. It was highly entertaining. That's not one of the 2 things, but Monica beats Colton, which I was happy about, and as you guys can tell, probably about a couple of my reviews going in, I don't like Colton at all, and I have more reason not to like him, and I'm going to get into that a little bit later too. But Monica beats out Colton, which I was very happy about, and the women dominate pretty much in that challenge. The women eventually realize they can't get fired because of the weather, the rain, and their coconuts are all wet, and their magnesium flint's not working right because it's probably wet down too. So they go and try to get ember from the guy's fire. The guys eventually give it to them, but the guys are getting all pissed off because they feel like they're being used. But if I was in that situation, I would let them have it because obviously they're not doing too well and they're suffering and all this. Maybe that's the chivalry side of me, but that's what I would have done. But that's my point of view on it. I see a lot of people saying, yeah, the women are using the men. I see it on Twitter. I see it on Facebook. But I guess, like everybody else, I have an opinion on something, and that would be my opinion. I'd probably hear a lot of backlash, but that's okay. That's what human beings are all about. You know, if we all agreed on something, we'd pretty much be boring, right? I forgot to mention the reward of the reward challenge was fishing supplies. They got scuba gear, spear poles, and they even got a canoe. And eventually the sun comes out, so they take advantage of that. And I believe it was Monica, Kat, and Chelsea that went out, and they all caught fish, which was cool. So they got after winning that reward challenge and getting that reward, they finally got a glimmer of hope, and they used that to their advantage. So they caught some fish. They're doing good. They're doing better, I should say. Not totally good at this point, but they're doing a lot better, so that's good. They go into the immunity challenge. It was kind of like, it's one of those blindfold challenges, right? So and a caller, and they go for an obstacle course, and they dump water, and it reveals 5 puzzle pieces. The men had a huge lead at one point. It came down to the puzzle part. Bill had a huge lead, and I don't know what happened here, but he struggled with the puzzle, and the women caught all the 5 puzzle pieces, and they catch up, and then they it was Sabrina versus Bill in the puzzle, and eventually Bill lost. So the men had a huge lead, and they lost. So hold on just one second. Okay, and the men lost, so they have to go to tribal. And but before I go into the tribal, let me talk about how much dislike I have for Colton at this point, and it even intensified. After Bill lost the challenge, Colton starts blasting Bill, saying he's calling him ghetto trash just by the way he talks. And I was like, dude, that's not cool. I know it's Survivor and all, but actually a lot of people agree with me on this one. That was a little out of line, and that sounded a lot racist to me. And Colton now has as much dislike as a former contestant that starts fights with women on Twitter, and I mean, that's pretty bad. So he's one of the contestants I hate the most, and he ranks up there with the former contestant that starts fights with women on Twitter. So yeah, very uncool motion on Colton's part. I mean, that was just totally uncalled for, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you will agree with me. I mean, yeah, it's okay that you're upset with him that he lost the challenge, but calling him quote-unquote ghetto trash, just because of the way he talks, I mean, yeah, uncalled for. So that's all I'm going to say about that, but it was pretty much low class, and I didn't disagree with it at all. So they go into tribal. Oh, before they go into that, the men gather around like all the tribes do before tribal council on who they going to vote out, and the Misfit Alliance gains a new member in Jaybird, as I call him. I like Jay; he seems pretty cool. But they are wanting to vote out Bill, and then Matt comes in, and they kind of shut up at that point. And Matt eventually leaves quickly, but he takes Troyzan on with him. And Matt does a rooster speech comparing the tribe to roosters. I thought it was pretty entertaining, and it was pretty awesome. I loved it. But then they go into tribal. They vote Matt out, and I like Matt. And a lot of people were saying why, and I was like, well, he seems like a cool guy out, So, and you know me, I always vote for like the people that are the nicest to their fans or whatever, or I have other reasons. But I like Matt. He seemed like a cool guy, and I thought Manano really messed up by voting out one of their strongest members. So I don't think that's going to play out too well, but we'll see. So that's it. And before I forget, I won another buff, and I'm going to ask your guys' help on this one. I won another buff through Buff Incorporated, but now I apparently have a choice between Solani or Manano. And I have a tough decision with this one. So I'm going to ask for your guys' help. Who do you think I should, which tribe buff should I choose? Should I choose Solani or should I choose Manano? But other than that, I hope you enjoyed this review, and till next week, peace.